The highlights of today's defense news, 16th of June 25. Bangalore-based defense and aerospace startup Hyprix Aviation becomes the first private firm to develop a supersonic ramjet engine in the country. Gliders India Limited develops indigenous brake parachute system for Su-30 MKI and TEJAS jets. Solar Group unveils truck-mounted Bhargavastra counter-drone system, enabling Indian Army to rapidly reposition across challenging terrains. 11 private firms, including Tata, Infosys, and L&T, respond to AMCA's JET's EoI letter, marking a new era in India's fighter manufacturing. In the war zone, Israel says created aerial freedom of action from West Iran to Tehran. Jordan, Syria, Lebanon reopen airspace as Israel-Iran trade fire. A look at the missiles which Iran has to launch against Israel. DARPA sets new records for sending power wirelessly. Raytheon awarded $646 million contract for Spy-6 3D family of ASA 3D radar systems. Let's have a look at the news in detail. Bangalore-based Hyprix Aviation has become the first private company in the country to develop and successfully test a supersonic ramjet engine named TEJAS. Hyprix designed, developed, and successfully tested TEJAS, a liquid-fueled supersonic ramjet engine, at the National Centre for Combustion Research and Development at IIT Madras in January. TEJAS stands out as a significant technological achievement. It operates efficiently at speeds between Mach 2 and Mach 4, making it suitable for next-generation missiles and aerial platforms. Compared to conventional solid rocket-powered missile systems, TEJAS is 3 to 4 times more efficient, enabling projectiles to travel farther and maintain higher speeds. Its development marks a crucial step in reducing India's reliance on foreign defense technology. Following the success of TEJAS, Hyprix is now developing Kira M1, a 155 mm ramjet-propelled extended-range artillery shell. This next-generation shell incorporates ramjet propulsion and AI-guided precision, aiming to enhance the range and accuracy of Indian artillery while addressing the country's need to ramp up shell production for future defense requirements. The company remains bootstrapped and is actively seeking further investment to support its ambitious goals, which extend beyond defense to include commercial navigation systems for supersonic and hypersonic flight. Gliders India has successfully developed and manufactured brake parachutes specifically designed for Su-30 MKI aircraft. The brake parachute system is intended to reduce aircraft landing run length or assist in aborted takeoffs, serving as a critical safety component for high-speed fighter operations. Over 2,000 such parachutes developed for Su-30 MKI have already been supplied for defense applications. The company has also secured its first export order in the parachute business within 6 months of its inception. Solar Group has tested a kinetic counter-drone system being developed for the Army. The trial saw the Bhargavastra micro-missile system neutralize virtual targets over 2.5 kilometers away at an altitude of 400 meters. Solar Group's subsidiary Economic Explosives has developed the cost-effective solution. It features an advanced command and control system, radar and seeker-equipped mini-missiles with a range of 6 kilometers. Bhargavastra's radar's range is 10 kilometers and can detect micro drones up to 6 kilometers away. The system uses electro-optical infrared sensors for effective target identification in diverse lighting conditions and artificial intelligence for enhanced threat detection and analysis. The Bhargavastra can reportedly engage 64 targets simultaneously and be integrated with existing military networks. It can be mounted on a range of mobile platforms for rapid deployment and operate in diverse climatic conditions. According to a company statement, a soft kill option in the form of jammers is also being integrated into the system, enhancing its target neutralization options. The AMCA program, India's fifth generation stealth fighter initiative, has drawn responses from 11 major private firms. Tata Group for Advanced Engineering, Airframe manufacturing and systems integration, L&T Technology Services for structural design and aeronautical manufacturing, Infosys for avionics software and digital systems, Cyient for engineering services, especially in avionics and system modeling, WEM Technologies for precision electronics and subsystems, ASEA Aerospace for composite structures and aerospace grade materials, MTA Technology for high precision mechanical assemblies and aerospace hardware, Apollo Microsystems for mission critical embedded electronics, Neometrics Engineering for systems engineering and custom defense solutions, BEML for heavy structural modules and transport logistics, Axis Cadis for engineering design and simulation services. Now, a look at the war zone. Israel's recent declaration of aerial freedom of action from western Iran to Tehran marks a dramatic escalation in its military campaign against Iran's strategic infrastructure. According to Israeli military spokesperson Brigadier General Efi Defrin, over 70 fighter jets conducted coordinated strikes on more than 40 targets in and around Tehran, including nuclear facilities, missile production centers, and air defense systems. The operation neutralized key Iranian air defenses, enabling Israeli aircraft to operate freely over Tehran, a first in the history of Iranian hostilities. The move is part of Operation Rising Lion, which Israel claims has already killed top Iranian military leaders and nuclear scientists and delayed Iran's nuclear program by several years. Iran responded with a barrage of ballistic missiles and drones, resulting in casualties and damage in Israeli cities. The phrase aerial freedom of action implies uncontested air superiority, allowing Israel to strike at will across Iranian territory. Strategically, this could shift the regional balance and complicate diplomatic efforts, especially as US Iran nuclear talks have now been suspended. Jordan, Syria, and Lebanon reopened their airspace on 14th of June, a day after imposing closures as Israel and Iran traded fire. All three countries neighbor Israel, but only Jordan has formal diplomatic relations with it. Syria was long ruled by Bashar al-Assad, an ally of Iran, but has since his ouster in December been led by Islamist former rebels. Lebanon hosts Hezbollah, a militant group that has battered in a war with Israel that ended in late 2024. Since then, the government has worked to implement a ceasefire under whose terms Hezbollah must hand over its arsenal and withdraw from areas near the Israeli border. In Syria, the Aviation Authority also announced the reopening of the country's airspace to civilian aircraft. Now let's look at what missiles Iran has to launch against Israel. Reaching Israel from Iran requires missiles with ranges of more than 1,000 kilometers, also known as medium range ballistic missiles. Iran has a large variety. This includes liquid propellant missiles based on collaborations with North Korea, such as the Ghadar and Khorramshahr, but also advanced solid propellant ballistic missiles. Some of these missiles, such as the Khyber Shekan, are fitted with maneuverable re-entry vehicles with control fins and satellite navigation to increase precision and to allow them to maneuver inside the atmosphere. Iran claims to have developed a variant of the Khyber Shekan called the Fatah that can fly hypersonic trajectories through the atmosphere, which would make it harder to intercept. In addition to these MRBMs, Iran has a large arsenal of short-range ballistic missiles, that is, with ranges between 300 to 1,000 kilometers. Some of these, based on Soviet Scuds, use liquid propellant, but most use solid propellant. Many of these are also fitted with control fins and satellite navigation systems. Now a look at some technology developed by DARPA. Looking forward to a future where laser beams replace power lines, DARPA's Persistent Optical Wireless Energy Relay power program has set new records for transmitting more power wirelessly over long distances. DARPA's power program seeks to build transmission lines of light where laser beams carry power to where it is required as easily as we now send data through the air. In a recent test at White Sands Missile Range, the agency successfully beamed 800 watts of power over 8.6 kilometers using a high-powered laser, more than tripling its previous record. Let's see how it worked. A laser beam was directed into a power receiver array demo (PRAD), a spherical device with a parabolic mirror that reflects the beam onto dozens of photovoltaic cells. These cells converted the laser light back into usable electricity, achieving a total energy transfer of over 1 megajoule during the test campaign. While current efficiency is around 20%, DARPA is prioritizing range and power delivery for now, with plans to scale up and improve conversion rates. The long-term vision: airborne relays on drones or aircraft that can beam power across 125 miles or 200 kilometers, enabling energy delivery to remote battlefields, disaster zones, or even forward operating UAVs without relying on fuel convoys or fixed infrastructure. Raytheon was awarded a $646 million contract to continue producing AN/SPY 6V radars for the U.S. Navy. Under this contract, the U.S. Navy will receive 4 additional radars, increasing the total amount of radars under contract for procurement to 42. SPY-6 is one of several radar programs designed and manufactured at Raytheon's Radar Development Facility in Andover. It provides integrated air and missile defense for Flight 3 Arleigh Burke-class destroyers. The SPY-6 system consists of 2 primary radars and a radar suite control to coordinate the sensors. An S-band radar is to provide volume search, tracking, ballistic missile defense discrimination, and missile communications, while the X-band radar is to provide horizon search, precision tracking, missile communication, and terminal illumination of targets. That's all the news for today. We hope you enjoyed the news. Please do subscribe to our channel and do give us your feedback. Thank you.